Hello, my little munchkins, crones, and sunflowers. How are you on this fine, fine Wednesday afternoon? Is it afternoon at this point or is it evening?
Getting to evening, 5:41.
Okay, evening. I hope you have a safe drive home from work and I hope you have a very good dinner if you haven't eaten already. Well, with that being said, let's just get into it. You know what it is, Vanderpump rules. Baby Crone, take us up the steps. Take us out of the door and show us the writing on the wall. I'm ready. Go for it. Go for it.
Show you around the whole block.
Go ahead and give it to me, baby Crone.
Well, really this episode, the overall view, before we talk about the fluff, was really Lisa getting everybody together to talk about Tom Sandoval and his mental health.
Didn't I tell you she had to step in?
Yes, you did.
Because if he would have harmed himself, I would have held that show responsible.
Yes, 100%.
Because enough is enough.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen so much venom in all my life. This is why the prisons are full.
You're right.
This is why prisons are full.
Exactly.
Men and women.
Mm-hmm.
Because people rather hold on to anger and resentment instead of letting that stuff go. That's back to what I'm saying about Shannon.
Okay.
Shannon,
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to apologize no matter what. It causes peace.
Yeah.
Does it matter? That's two brothers that made friends. That's a side note, you all, if you don't know what I'm talking about. Or Shannon on the Shay Shay. Just remind me of how Lisa had to pull these girls together to say enough.
Yes.
And I said she could do it, and I said she should have done it. Or calling a therapist.
Yes.
Enough. And enough. And if you didn't know any better, you would think that it happened to all of them.
Yeah, you're right. You honestly would think that.
It didn't. It only happened to the girl. And you know what? It was somebody that Andy Cohen had on his show last night. And she came on after. And she was just as filled with the venom.
Yes.
And it was so crazy because this woman was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, she had on black, though. But just imagine that negative energy. Mm-hmm. You kind of baby, sis. Ew. And you're talking unforgiveness.
Yes.
What a man you don't even know. And over an affair where they weren't even married. You felt like it was too soon for the guy. Girl, ooh, you carrying a baby. And saying, I'm bigger than how far I am. In other words, I still got some months to go.
Yeah.
Girl, people just don't think about what they do or how they put stuff on their unborn child. You speaking over that child. Go ahead, baby.
That is actually a really good point because sometimes it feels like people aren't watching the same show we're watching because I'm just like, how are you guys seeing what you're seeing? It's like so backwards. It's not even in the same library as us. I'm like, what? But anyway.
Well, maybe they're in Webster. They're in the Webster dictionary, and maybe we're on the internet.
Okay. All right. I like that.
Okay. What about that? Yes. So what I'm saying is so this kind of venom, it's toxic. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A woman that's crying a child with a TV show that's scripted and you feeling this anger towards this man and saying you don't think he have enough. Well, anyway, when Lisa talked to them, I couldn't believe, what's her name? The black hair girl. Sheena said, what if, say it, baby.
Okay. She said, what if
She said, what if the girl don't like me anymore?
Yeah, basically, what if
what's her name? What if Ariana? I couldn't. I'm like, Lisa. Lisa looked at her and like, this is so childish. Lisa looked at her and says, follow your heart. Follow what's right with you.
Mm-hmm.
Could you believe it? She's a grown woman. How old is she? She's 35?
Yes, sitting there crying.
Crying about Ariana, a female. I'm telling these girls, I'm telling you, it's weird.
Oh,
weird.
Jesus.
Was she 35, 37?
38.
Going on 40. What a baby. That's what I'm saying. These are people who have babies. I'm saying, and she's sitting there saying, what if Ariana don't like me? You've been trying to get in this group, girl. I can't. For
Yes.
so long. And what you call her said? Didn't she say she struggled?
Yes.
They didn't want Sheena. The only reason why Sheena is there, and anybody, you know I'm right. If you followed the show, it's only because Lisa Vanderpump found favor with her.
Okay.
Lisa Vanderpump felt sorry for her, and she was easy, and she did whatever Lisa Vanderpump told her. If Lisa Vanderpump told Sheena hop on one foot and say, she would have went like, want me to do it right here? And for that, she was obedient. And that's why even today, you see that she called Sheena and she called Lala, because those two girls go to her and they really respect what Lisa said.
Yes, even Lala was sitting up there crying, saying that she needs to learn forgiveness, and in order to practice
and if it wasn't for Lisa, Lala wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Because there was a time they just couldn't stand Lala. Her mouth.
Fair enough.
Oh, and she was drinking and obnoxious. She went through a lot. So it's good to see her like that. But still, she's still not a very nice person.
No.
But I can say she can be level-headed and she can be reasonable. And for that reason, she gets it with me. I give her a break every time because she can not only be reasonable with other people, but she can be just as reasonable with herself.
Yes.
In other words, she can hold the mirror up and say, I can see me doing that. And just when Tom Schwartz said, I'm joking about your lips. You know, you had the most beautiful lips. You seen her lick her lip.
Yes, she did.
Gave him that look like, I feel you. She said nothing like, I feel you. Like, I know you trying to take back. You can't, but I feel you. I feel you about my lips. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I love that. She could tell by the way her mouth went.
Yes.
And I never even noticed the lip. This is the kicker. Until then, baby Crone pointed out her lips was too big for her face. I didn't think. Do you?
Yes, I do.
That they are kind of big and swollen and chappy looking.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how they look on them, though. They look all chappy and bruised.
Yeah.
Maybe because the inside pop out more.
It could be that. Honestly, could be it. I think that's the appearance.
And it looks so
bubbly, like
bubble and blistery.
Okay.
They look not kissable. And even Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian look like that, and Kylie Jenner.
Yes.
They just look unkissable. It's something about them to make them look like they blistery kinda. I don't know.
It's probably something about those lip injections are put in, probably.
Oof.
Anyway, Lala. Okay, Lala talked.
Hold that thought. If I offended anybody out there, I really apologize. I just got lost in thinking about the lip injection.
That's what Tom Schwartz did to us.
And that's what I never even knew. And so I didn't even think about her like that. And when he said, ew, your lips ugly. Ew, get away from me. You just had them done. It's not my fault. Blame Tom.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And that's why he tried to apologize. And they even mend their bridge a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And they both came together at the very end saying that Tom Sandoval is family and they can't abandon family.
Mm-hmm.
So that shows you their little bit of mentality that's going
Absolutely.
on. Now here we go with Katie and Ariana feeling as if they're not going to go to Tahoe if Tom is going to be there. Tom Schwartz, of course, but I don't think I need to specify that.
Let them lesbians stay together, allegedly.
Allegedly. However, Tom Schwartz did invite Tom Sandoval, and Tom Sandoval was debating it, but I think in the end he really is going to show up.
Yeah, Tom Sandoval said, I'm mad at them bees. I'm mad. And you know, Schwartz was like, we will hold our boots. Mm-hmm. Chill down. Bring it down 1,000. I feel you, bro, but you know what? They still teetering. You go in there with this attitude, you might get us both executed for life.
Yes.
Bring it down. I know what you're saying. I feel you. I'm on your side, but you can't go like this. I love the way Tom Schwartz stood in there and helped his friend because Tom, I get it. I do. But you got to relax with it. You're just going to have to bite a bullet on this one.
Well, like you
said, if you want peace, if you want your life back, you're going to have to bite a bullet on this one. Mm-hmm. No matter how wrong I feel as though they are, because it's none of their daggone business. Right. But at the end of the day, you want to get back, you want your life normal, you're going to have to bite a bullet. You're going to have to, what they say, eat crow. Okay. And the only way you're going to do it, you're going to have to be quiet and allow them to say what they got to do and suck it up and man it up like the man I know that you can be.
Yes, Tom.
To the soul.
Yes. Now, this was very interesting. James had a pool party. Mm-hmm. That was it. James had a pool party. There really wasn't much.
And the white boys jumping off of the roof. I know it had to have been 12 feet of water in their pool because...
Yes, in order to do that.
It had to have been at least 12 feet of water.
Right.
That's crazy. But it was fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. Now, Lala had later came to visit to visit James. Because she had a little talk with Allie at James's pool party to see how James is doing with his sobriety. So Lala had to sit down, talk with James to really see what's going on, connect with him, because apparently they go way back and are like twinning it, I guess, in the same way that they've been on the same path journey together. Mm-hmm. So she's just really happy he's 3 months and continuing to be sober. Mm-hmm. And James even said that he's doing this for himself because he knows the benefits that he gets when he is not being an alcoholic.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm glad because he is horrible when he drinks. He don't care. Anybody gonna get their feelings hurt because he has his inhibitions are down to the ground when he drinks. So it's a good thing to see him sober up. Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, James.
Congratulations, James.
Yes. Now, yes. Also, James, congratulations. You got Graham back. Oh my God.
Graham.
That was such a touching scene.
Yeah. We had a dog. His name was Leo, and he was a Chihuahua. No, he wasn't.
Toy Pomeranian.
He was a toy Pomeranian, 100%. Little, black, fluffy, beautiful. And he got out the yard. He always get out the yard. But we always get him back. But this time he got out the yard and we never got him back. And one of my friends said they saw one of my neighbors with a dog like that. Mm-hmm. But we live so far and beyond, 2 and 3 acres. You can't just go and knock on these people's door and say, you have my dog. So I took it as a loss. And that dog cost me $800 at the time. Mm-hmm. I had it shipped and I had to pay. So it was $1,000, $1,200 or something I had to pay to get that dog shipped. And for what? Okay, that's my story. I say all that to say this. I really felt it. We did.
Yes, we did.
I felt what it had to have been like to have got that dog back. If that black dog show up to me right now, the kicker was he still knew who he was.
Yes.
So if that dog, and I say Leo, and he know who I am, that's a wrap.
Yes.
It's a wrap.
Oh, yes. Everything is really going in James's favor at this time.
And you wouldn't understand it if you're not a pet lover. But if you are a pet lover, you will certainly understand that.
Yeah. That was really good.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty much it, besides the fact that there was one scene where Tom Sandoval, I guess, was doing an ice bath with his friend, Billy.
Was it an ice bath?
I have no idea what it was.
But that woman sat up there with that big old eyes.
Yes, anyway. But I felt like she really did give some sound advice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, other than that, that was pretty much it for this episode.
That was it?
Yeah, because it was really about gearing everybody up for the Tahoe trip that Tom Schwartz is planning, and for everybody to prepare to see Tom Sandoval.
Yeah, and I don't think it's anything to read on this week. Do you?
No,
no,
there really isn't. I mean, have you read? I mean, no. We should.
If you want me to read on somebody, I will. But I think Tom is coming along nicely because now that he's getting the help that he needs, he's going to start feeling a little bit more, feel sorry for me.
Yes, I have a pet peeve. I when we watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen and Tom Schwartz was on there last night, he was talking about how Tom Sandoval now has a new girlfriend, and just in this episode he was talking about how Rachel just extended her check-in at a mental institution, and he's waiting for her and he doesn't want to date. So now you guys are broken up?
Wait a minute, hold on. These are months ago. This wasn't filmed yesterday.
Right.
But I just feel this could have been filmed 3 months ago. This could have been filmed 6 months ago. This could have been filmed 5 months ago.
Right. I just feel a little hurt because all this.
Yeah, but that's unfair because you forgot. They also said that he was calling and she wouldn't answer his phone calls.
That is true.
So what was he supposed to do?
Yeah, you're right. Maybe she had a change of heart. After
maybe she just had,
mental,
wasn't she going back into, see, that's the thing. When you go mental like that, in my opinion, it just gets you hooked, I think. So I think you should try to deal with it. Get some outside therapy. And I guess that's rich people stuff because, baby, if you ever lose your mind like that, I can send you somewhere, but you don't think you can use it as a crutch. You better snap in your own mind because love you.
Oh, thank you.
Because then you might have to have some demons cast out at this point. I mean, she was gone for what, 3 months?
No, I think it was
6.
Yes, she was gone for a while.
And now she's going, and it was very, very, very expensive to stay there. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
What? Shoot, for alcohol, they give you 30 days. For drugs, they get what? So this is a very rich place, very expensive. And she's like, and I need to go back, girl. You mean you was there for 6 months? Sometimes I think people just mentally play on that. They just mentally play on mental. But I don't understand. I don't want to lose not a limb or a body part or anything that's function. I really don't. But what I don't want to lose, I don't want to lose my ability to think.
Yeah.
To be able to reason, to be able to think myself out of a situation, to have to depend on somebody to help me think, that's weak to me. That meant that therapy did very little.
Oh.
She haven't even been out for a year. She was in there for 6 months. She said, allegedly, this is only if she's gone back in. This is what I heard. Because he said that she signed herself back in. I am so done. That remind me of Girl Interrupted. It's just I just think you could get the help if you want it. You got to believe in yourself. No, that's.
Yeah. Well,
okay, that's it. Did I want to?
No, Vanderpump is just kind of heavy at the moment because they're dealing with a heavy topic.
Right.
And at the very end of each episode, they do say that if anybody is suffering with these
and symptoms, we say the same.
Yes.
And if I have offended anybody in my getting help, I just think she's been in 6 months and she's not. Just don't seem right to me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And if this is the way it is, then please, I don't want to hear anything about her. Talk to Sandoval, but we don't want to hear anything about Rachel. I don't want to know that this girl is still mentally ill.
Yeah.
Because if she is, my opinion is this has got nothing, none of this had anything to do with the Lisa Vanderpump show. That meant that girl was sick when she walked in the doors. When she started messing with Tom, she was a sick weakling in the beginning. And what this show did, it just revealed her nakedness. And if she's back in after being 3 to 6 months in and she ain't healed, this girl got more ailments than what you can blame on any show. However, the show didn't help, but you can't blame the show for this. This is how I feel. Because to be that sick, this is over a heartache, a broken heart.
Yes, that is true.
Now me going and you can't heal me, help me cope with this with a broken heart within 60 days?
Yeah.
60? I mean, when people die, they have to go back to work within 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So you're looking at 2 months?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying everything is okay. And I know there's different folks with different strokes for different folks. Please, I'm going to try to get myself out of this right now. I'm saying I'm for anybody who's sick physically or mentally.
Yes.
God knows. Truly.
Yes.
I'm just saying that I'm always praying for the sick and the shattered, mentally and physically. All I'm saying is you got to fight sometimes. You got to fight for your sanity. Mm-hmm. Sometimes there are things you just can't do nothing about. But sometimes you got to fight to stay sane. That's all I'm saying. Especially in situations like this where you fell apart over broken up.
Yes.
Get up.
On national television.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then to me, I'm saying, in Rachel's state, I think it's more than that.
Right.
This is not about a relationship. Mm-hmm. This is deeper than that. And I'm saying, so I let the show go because the show just brought whatever that is. She always was peaked in a way of, what's that word? Lemon. She was always a little.
A malady?
Yeah, she always had an malady. So we agree. So she's always had a malady. So I see it. And so that's why I'm saying she was always peaked like that, weak. And this just took her over the edge. But before I end on that, I have to say one thing. She was much of a willing participant.
Yes.
The way she would act and flaunt, I'm just saying, she didn't seem like no spring chicken to me. No. Even though she's young. She seemed like she'd been out there in that world picking up men. Mm-hmm. That's my opinion. Rachel, get well.
Yes, and Lisa, thank you for
acknowledging and listening to what I said. Thank you, because it needed to be done.
Yes.
Thank you for listening to me.
Mm-hmm. And that's it for the 4th episode of Vanderpump Rules.
See, hang in there with us. I know we don't have much in numbers, but please listen to us. If you happen to stroll by and you look at this Vanderpump Rule, check us out. You might like what I have to say. If not, tell me about it. I always respond. Love you all. Hope you have a wonderful night. And above all things, what do I say to bring goodness in the world? Sunflowers.